So, how do you think website design will change from, say, 5 years from now? With new frameworks, technologies, and trends emerging increasingly rapidly, it's really hard to keep up with all of the changes. But to create the best website today with an eye really towards what will be popular in 5 years, you really need to have a thorough understanding of how things are changing now so you can anticipate how your client needs may shift. Hello and welcome to another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. I'm your host, Jennie Lyon, and today I wanted to talk about 5 really great e-commerce store design tips that are going to change the game in 2023. Let's jump into it. So these trends are really going to help you to create better websites and also help you to prepare for future projects by really giving you that insight that you're going to need into which technologies or techniques are really going to become most relevant. And as a small business owner or an entrepreneur, really having an amazing website that converts is very important for your business. So what we're going to be seeing is that e-commerce sites are really going to become more like social media. So what do we mean by that? Well, with the rise of social media, users are being really accustomed to interacting with brands right on a platform. So think about how you interact with your ideal clients on Facebook and Instagram. This really means that the days of that strictly transactional e-commerce site, it's going to come to an end. Instead, what we're going to see is websites that feel more like a lifestyle brand, more so than just a place for people to buy products or services. So users really want to interact with brands in a more personal way. So you really need to make sure that your website is designed with that in mind. And this is so true for e-commerce brands because you have so much data on your users. You know what they buy, when they buy it, how often they visit your site, you name it, right? And all of that information can really be used to better understand their needs and to tailor that experience accordingly. And this is really a significant shift for e-commerce sites and one that is going to be really difficult to implement. However, the benefits are definitely worth it. When you create a website that feels more like a lifestyle brand and less of just a place for people to buy products, then your users will feel much more connected to your business, which means they're going to come back again and again. Next up is really the emphasis on quality over quantity. So we're seeing that pretty much everywhere, right? I feel like the whole world is kind of shifting in that direction. And too many products can really overwhelm a buyer. So focusing on fewer products that are top quality is going to be really essential. So while you might feel tempted to offer a really wide variety of items, you want to think about how your average customer is going to feel when they're browsing through your website. How easy is it for them to navigate, purchase, and check out? If that process isn't really straightforward and easy, you want to consider removing and reorganizing for that user experience. A website really needs to be easy for customers to navigate. And if it's difficult for customers to find what they want, then they will definitely leave and go elsewhere. So here's a little pro tip. You can really avoid this by creating a site that has an easy to use customer interface with categories, subcategories, and search functionality. This way users can really locate the products or services that they are looking for quickly. And it just made me think that if you're thinking about reorganizing your website for that user experience, make sure to jump over to jennielyon.com/website audit and download our ultimate step-by-step website audit workbook because it is like putting your website through a checkup. So if you haven't audited your website or if it's been a while since you have, then definitely download it because it can really be helpful for you to see like what else needs to be fixed. Is there anything else that's negatively impacting that overall user experience and that customer journey? Or even worse, if it isn't converting. So grab our step-by-step workbook at jennylyon.com/website audit. It will definitely help you get started. Okay, next up is interactive content. That is definitely the future of e-commerce. So consumers are becoming more and more interested in that interactive content. So this content is really created specifically to engage users and help them learn more about your product or your service. So for example, you can really create videos that show how your products can be used in real world situations. Or you could also use interactive content in your email marketing campaigns by including videos, GIFs, user-generated content, which I just talked about that a few episodes ago, so definitely check that out, and blog posts that users can read at their own pace. The advantage of using interactive content is that it helps you to build a more personal relationship with your audience. And this is so important in email marketing because it really allows you to send more personalized messages and provide people with the information that they are interested in. So interactive content really can be a way to help improve your overall search engine rankings by boosting page views and improving the user engagement. Next up is something that I feel like I say over and over again, especially on calls with clients. It's video, video, video. So video is one of the most effective types of content that you can use in your marketing campaigns. Videos are amazing because they can really allow you to say more with less. And it really makes it easier for users to consume and digest than any other form of content. Video also has a better chance of being shared on social media platforms. It's more likely to reach a wider audience. So what kind of videos should you use? Well, it's an excellent idea to create various types of videos so that your subscribers really have plenty of different types of options. So for example, you might want to make an informative video that teaches viewers something new about your business or your industry. Then maybe a promo video, right? Like a promo spot for one of your products or your services, or even an explainer video that helps users understand how to use one of your products or services. And you don't have to sweat it if you don't feel like you have the time or the budget for video production, because natural imagery and videos can really make a great impact. And this is something that we help a lot of our customers with. We have a lot of clients that do want help with creating different types of videos or reels for social media, and they do have a budget to support that. But then we have others that really don't feel like they have a budget to produce videos and reels. So we can do that at a really cost-effective way by using different types of natural imagery and videos that will still make a huge impact. So if you have questions about that, please reach out. But this type of content is really great for teaching people how to use one of your products or services and then showing off recently made features or design changes. So again, it's the year to incorporate video. If you haven't already, you have to jump on the bandwagon. Next up is mobile optimized and then fragmented content. Both of these really do matter. So mobile optimized content is really more important because most people use mobile devices to access the internet. And as a result, they're also more likely to be on social media while they're out and about. So making mobile optimization important, add that to the top of your list. Whereas fragmented content can really help you stand out by providing something new and interesting for users who may only have a few minutes to spare each day. So if you're looking for ways to improve your overall social media strategy, grab a piece of paper and a pen because here's some tips to move you in the right direction. Number one, look at your analytics and your insights and immediately identify what's working and what's not working. Then take another look at that content that you shared over the past. You could do it for the past month. You could do it the past quarter. With 2023 coming up, you could do it for in the entire year of 2022, but really determine what worked and what didn't. And you're going to start to see trends there. If you have certain types of posts that get more likes, more comments, and more shares, replicate those. And then the content that you did create that didn't have as much engagement and likes and comments and shares, drop that. Don't continue to create stuff that's not working. But then also experiment with different types of content that you can kind of add into the mix. Try posting a variety of content. So video, again, add some videos in, add some images, add some links to other types of articles, add some infographics. And then at the end of each month, take a look, what worked, what didn't work, and you'll really be able to start to see the trends that your audience is really interested in, and you can start to create more content in that vein. Now, again, I have a lot of social media workbooks on the website over at jennylyon.com/freebies. So definitely jump over there and check it out, because I have like a content calendar. I have templates. I have a lot of these different things that will help you get your social media moving in the right direction. So please check those out, download those free resources, and start working on that social media strategy for 2023. Okay, so what did we learn today? Well, with the rise of social media, users are really becoming more and more accustomed to interacting with brands. So they are looking to interact with you the same way that they do on Facebook or Instagram on your website. And you really want to emphasize quality over quantity. I say that all the time to clients. You don't have to post on social media every single day, but you want to post consistently. And when you do, you want that content to be quality. And just remember, when you are creating content, interactive content, it's the future. So start to move in that direction, which means video. You have to get on video. So video, video, video. And then last but not least, make sure that your content is mobile optimized and fragmented, because that definitely matters. And the bottom line is that the last few years have really brought about a lot of big changes to the way that we build websites. And moving into the new year, it's no different. And with more design trends emerging every single day, you might feel like, oh my gosh, there's a lot to keep up on. But the good news is that you don't really have to worry if you know where to look. You can easily find resources and community support to stay on top of those trends and what's happening in website, ecosystems. That's something that I like to talk about a lot. So if you haven't already, please take a few minutes and subscribe to the podcast, because definitely going to be talking about these things a lot in the coming year. So just take a moment, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the goodness. And of course, if you have any questions about, your website, and maybe you do think, oh my gosh, I need a little bit more help. I need to audit my website for any reason. Grab the free audit workbook. But then, of course, you can always schedule a free call. Happy to talk about your website strategy, your social media strategy, your overall marketing strategy moving into the new year. So you can always do so at jennylyon.com/chat. But either way, make sure that you check out the free resources and really start to wrap your mind around the ways that, website design is changing, and the way that we interact with customers on our websites, on social media. All of these things are, they're trending in a really interactive way. So you want to make sure that you get ahead of that game. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week. I hope you found these tips helpful. Again, let me know if you have any questions. If not, I'll see you next time on another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. See you soon.